Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to round 3 of the Starsector Grand AI tournament. After the first 2v2 last week, the pairings have been shuffled around again, and you've had another week to talk amongst your pairs and come up with teams. Have you done that, Dizzy? Did you talk with your
Yeah,
partner?
yeah. Saluna and I, we had a good chat where we desperately flailed for a few hours.
Good. Actually, I confess, I had a look beforehand. I went through all the fleets just so I knew what was coming. And I don't know, I didn't see a lot of... Not many fleets went for weapon sharing this time around. Which is weird. Like, some of them did, and it's like some of them just like very just kept their individual weapons. Maybe that's just the way it works out better, but I thought it was interesting. Because that last time, almost everybody had a weapon swap for like ally weapons.
I mean, I make a point of doing weapon swap stuff.
I was going to ask you when your turn came up, but it's relevant for everyone now. Could you have kept the casters on the matriarch, or do you have to swap them?
We would have had to swap them. You can't use the previous allies' weapons on the flagship. You have to refit that part out.
But on another ship, for example.
On another ship, yeah, they can stay, because it's like a semi-permanent part of your fleet. You would have to retire the whole thing, but you aren't forced to.
Yeah.
So, like, my fleet still has aura weapons on the Interex.
Oh, yes, the stream setup message. Crikey. Professionalism, folks. That's your professionalism.
Don't forget to advertise. It's how you make your money.
That's a professionalism. Christ. Anyway, so we got 4 matches again today, and we'll start off with Blowthorn's DME and Grimm's Low Tech versus Cum's High Tech and Lightning JC's Metalson. Now, what is new here?
They got a perfect budget.
Much love. I'm making the heart symbol with my fingers so you can't see it. So what, as far as I can tell, they seem to have added maybe one more Durlon and the Baikel. And the Baikel
Sounds right.
The Baikel seems to have a Locust and Heavy Shock Beam. And a front shield conversion as well, which gives it a 300-degree shield arc.
A Locust, huh? That's interesting. I would have honestly probably stuck with the actual DME Merv, given that they're fighting high tech this round, but Locusts are always powerful.
The fighters are, here it comes. It's just like in the top thing, it gets truncated very early on. The fighters are there, don't worry about it. The fighters are definitely there. It just, because this box is smaller than this box, it gets truncated. Now we have the
Buffalo's new.
Yeah, those buffaloes are new. The onslaught has switched out, one of the few places to switch out to a very kinetic heavy, but also DME heavy. They've got lots of Voltigeurs, ASMs, a lot of heavy rail accelerators, as well as Mark 9 autocannons. Basically, it's gone entirely kinetic, apart from the thermal pulse. Basically,
probably makes sense. They're fighting high tech.
Well, they're fighting the high tech and Metalson, but yeah, that's a lot of kinetic weapons there. Lashers are old. The Mora is old. The hounds were here last time. These are the Pharaoh gun hounds as well. The Pharaoh hounds. Okay, Buffalo. Flare gun, Typhoon Reaper launcher, Tactilasers, Salamanders, and Flak dischargers. So they're basically PD and harassment with a Typhoon to spare.
Hail Mary.
And a second Mora with Dard drone fight. No, there's gotta be a second Mora because it's still got Dard drone fighter wings. Dard drone fighters were allowed last time, weren't they? Dard drone fighters are. Oh, they are DMEs.
No, because their partner last round was Birdie. Dard is DME.
DME.
So that's a new Mora.
Yeah, it's a new Mora, and that one is the one with crates. Yeah, that last one had crates on it.
Dards used to be hilariously overpowered. FYI, they were funny.
The Jean has. I don't think it's changed much. It's got 6 damsel flies. But I don't think it's, again. If someone actually wants to put it in the chat what the Martlo is actually for, because I still don't understand. The Martlo MLRM launcher, I just do not understand what that weapon's for.
The Martlo, that's the DME MR. Is that the Merv missile?
Yeah, but I think every single time I've used it in like simulation, it explodes too early and the projectiles never hit the target because they despawn or something before they hit the target.
Maybe you're just firing it too far away.
No, because it travels a certain distance and then it explodes a certain distance from the target to split into Merv.
I've never seen this issue.
I'll give it another try afterwards. So what's new here? A couple of, I think maybe one vortex. I think they only had one vortex last time, and a couple of omens. And you had one omen last time, so I think it's a new omen and a new vortex. I think. Vortex with wasps and Ankylos escort wing. That's a holdover from the Psy, isn't it? Yeah.
See, this is why it'd be good if we had people that shared weapons more often, than we could tell more obviously what was new.
And what we have here, we have in the Meddleton department, we seem to have a couple of new Rastrums, PD drone destroyers, flak cannons, cracklers, graviton beams, and standard drone wings, and a Mudder class, which I think is basically the Metal Sun puddle jumper. Not puddle jumper, what am I thinking of? Mud something. What's the thing? Mud skipper.
Yes.
Yeah. The Mudder class is the Metal Sun Mud Skipper with an HVD on it. And this is essentially a second time for the Onslaught to face the Paragon. And this time the Onslaught is kitted out specifically for the Paragon, I feel. That's a lot of kinetic damage it's got there.
Plus, with DME at the helm to help out, DME is a very kinetic-focused faction. They don't have a whole lot of HE. They have some, but it's like it's a lot more expensive and difficult to mount than the kinetic weapons they have everywhere.
Yeah, but the damselfly has a lot of the damselflies have a lot of the high explosives sorted out.
Yeah, damselflies and like basically all they rely on missiles and fighters for high explosive damage.
Yeah, thanks, Beholden, for the follow. Just no, that's
in addition to the Tunguska, if it has a Hell Spear.
They don't have a Tunguska, I don't think.
Exactly.
Ahaha. Right, anyway, let us go. Play mission. Drag free cam, zoom out, spit. There we go. So, we're playing this, of course, from the DME low-tech side at the moment. And let's see, the Paragon is deployed very centrally. The Drengur is off to the right. So the Paragon and kind of the Jeanne they couldn't deploy both centrally. Thanks to Line for the follow. Whereas the other capitals deployed to the side. Now, what happened last time is that the Onslaught did not face the Paragon. Like they kept like avoiding each other, which worked out in the Paragon's advantage.
Yeah.
Now that now that the Onslaught is kitted out specifically with amazingly good weapons, like those kinetic weapons on the Onslaught are fantastic, all of them. The Voltigeurs, all the linear weapons as well are fantastic. So
it looks like DME and Low-Tech have declared themselves superior fighter-wise almost immediately. The Omens are the only things holding them back.
Oh, how many? Not many fighters on the high-tech side, were there? Ooh, one lasher down.
There was like the two vortexes, and I think some of the Meddleton ships have.
Yeah,
small.
they had little mining drones, but a lot of them are built in. They can't swap them out, and they're not necessarily great. They're just there as an additional target, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Onslaught's here.
Work, though,
yeah, that's what they're there for, I guess. Ooh, that's a destroyed Durlon just sat in front of the Paragon. You do not want to do that to the Paragon. No, that Onslaught again is misprioritizing targets again.
Well, normally I'd say something about, you don't want to just gun down the capital first thing because it's going to be too protracted and you're going to take losses. But in this case, it's a Paragon. It's showed itself. You really need to focus it down.
Here we go. I think now there we go. The Onslaught is now trading fire with the Paragon. Let's lock on the Paragon so we see what the Paragon's armor is like. Paragon has taken armor hits and hull hits already.
Yeah, it was a couple wings of damselflies hit it on its flank.
Let's keep an eye on what's happening on the sides, but this is the main focus of the encounter right here. Ooh, that's a huge barrage taken on the front by the Onslaught.
The Onslaught is hull tanking a lot more than it needs to. It is at no flux. Paragon is currently flux locked, however. It cannot struggling.
Oh, the brilliant damselfly barrage there. Oh, they have to capitalize on this. They have to capitalize on that.
Yeah, I saw it coming as you started screaming. And
oh, there it goes. It's not long left. That thing's on a sliver of health. Oh, overloaded! Is someone going to be able to capitalize? Yes! I think it was a sniper shot from some kind of rail, basically got in there and finished off the Paragon. That is a dead Paragon. The heavy amount of kinetic definitely worked out in their advantage. Which means now that the low-tech DME have a massive carrier with fantastic fighters and a really, really tanky kinetic beast to clear the way for them.
Yeah, not only of course did they have the Onslaught and several other ships specifically outfitted to fight the Paragon, they also had fighter superiority so that they could capitalize on the vulnerability. Once the Paragon was flux locked, all the Onslaught needed to do was keep it pinned, and the fighters were going to take it out regardless.
Now, is there any reason, other than shenanigans, that the Onslaught would have done this with DME weapons rather than, say, getting HVDs and stuff like that? Because every single weapon that the DME uses, there is usually a vanilla counterpart to that. It's not necessarily better or worse, just differently tuned.
DME weapons tend to be a lot more specialized, so if you're going for like pure kinetic, like DPS or something, there's probably an advantage to using the DME weapons.
Well,
So
Grim
you're
sa-
basically sacrificing a bit more range in order to take out the shields better.
Grim said they've got much lower flux as well.
Yep.
Because like I said, you can replace the rail accelerators with HVDs. The linear cannons are technically arbalests to a certain degree.
Yeah, and that was always DME's thing from the beginning, was that they have very vanilla counterparty weapons, but they're all a bit more specialized than the vanilla ones.
Hang on, are you still alive, buddy? I think he just... No, they are still alive. He's just... Hang on, is he alive? I can't tell.
The Jean, it seems to be facing the Drenger.
The Drenger, I'm
freaking
not...
out.
Yeah, the Drenger, I'm not sure if the Drenger's alive. I'm going to quickly just pop the Drenger closer in. I think. I forgot what the... It's pause. Is it X and Y? It's X. It's Z. I'm going to pop the Drenger over there, see if he wakes up a little bit more. Or see if he's actually just falling back. He is just falling back. He's opening fire, but he is actually just falling back a lot.
Oh man, you spooked him then.
It's like I'm trying to fall back. No!
What are you doing, father?
God. Move the escorts with it. Yeah, because the escorts will catch up. It's not really a problem.
Yeah, the Omens, they don't care. They'll get there. Oh, you opened it up for a damsel flyway, man.
That's fine.
The Omen got in.
Yeah, the Omen got in time. Lashers are lowering their critical malfunctions now, I think because they have safety overrides. But that Drenger is... Hang on, there we go.
He's trying now.
Yeah,
The Drenger can probably fight the Jean d'Arc if it can hold off the fighters.
Big if.
Yeah.
Big if.
But it's got those what are they, Actels, the big, basically kinetic Halvor things.
Yep. It's got one of the... Is that a silver cannon or an Actel? That could be a silver cannon. It's an Actel, it's an Actel. It's an Actel, 2 Actels and a Devastator, and several proximity charge launchers. It's point
very
defense.
Anti-fighter.
Yeah, it's very anti-fighter. A Buffalo is alive? Where's the Buffalo alive? Holy moly, a Buffalo is alive! A Buffalo is alive.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Not quite John Warner James had, but it'll take it.
Had.
Yeah. John Warner James had the teacher's approval.
Words to live by.
Yep. Now, I do like Voltigeurs. I think Voltigeurs are fantastic missiles. They're just very, very nice little kinetic weapons just to get in there. I'm a huge fan of them. That's a dead Kustos, I believe. Yep, the damsel flies are truly scary things. That Drenger is again
Honestly,
falling back. I mean, I genuinely think it's not actually dead. I think it's just literally running in fear.
Yeah. Honestly, who doesn't love utility missiles? Like, something that you just use over the course of a fight, not as a finisher, but as just to help you.
Yeah. And especially you get things like the Snow Goose and the Star Self that just have, like, regenerating amounts of them, so you can just keep them ongoing all the time. Like, slowly, it's not gonna overwhelm anything, but it's just a little bit of kinetic pressure here and there.
Yeah, it means you always have that option.
Yeah. So the Drenger is moving, so it is definitely around. It's just
Oh, it's
really, really scared. It's just absolutely terrified of
It lost
everything.
its big brother.
Yeah. Ooh, Custos down to the what looked like maybe 3 wings.
6 wings of damn supplies.
Yeah, but I think only 3 of them opened on the Custos. So it means 3 of them are 3 of the
4 of them did.
yeah, 4 of them. 2 of them had enough left over to hit the Drenger. Although the Drenger hit all in the shield. The Drenger hasn't actually taken any damage yet. Hasn't.
Yeah, it activated its system in time, and most of the damn supplies missed.
Yeah, and it's pretty much taken. It's got no armor damage. The Dranger's pretty much not been in the fight, unfortunately. The Dranger, I was told I would have Paragon support. You have to be in the fight for that, buddy. That's it. The DME, the DME did not come out of this like clean. There's been a lot of losses on both sides. It just happens to be a lot more on the high-tech Metalson side.
Well, yeah, and before the Paragon went down, it was basically 50-50 which side was taking losses.
Yeah, the Paragon could just
Close down.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, of course what happened was the Paragon was the core of the fleet. The Paragon went down, the whole fleet folded.
Yeah.
The Drenger is a battle cruiser, which means that it isn't quite capable of soloing 5 ships at once.
Rip Buffalo. Lightning isn't here, so apparently we're not entirely sure what was the original captain of the Drenger in. He's now been killed and replaced by his reckless
That
first
Mora
mate.
is at 0 CR.
It is a CR.
I just watched its engine pop.
That Husky's at 10, so it's just spinning.
Yeah. It's at 0 CR, which means it can't use its system, it can't use its shield.
It's a free kill, essentially, but I do
Yeah,
believe
but
that
it's
the...
still a Mora, which means that it's a slow kill.
Yeah. And I think that... Wow. The Drenger hits the little fighter with an Actel.
It's been doing that.
Oh, more perforators. Okay, there we go. Now armor's been ripped off that side.
Yep.
I think actually most of its armor is gone. It's got some little bit of rear armor and a bit of front starboard armor. But the Drenger is lasting. The DME ships tend to last a long time as well.
It's
That
a battle cruiser, so
yeah.
it can kite.
Mora is there. I think that's the only thing left, right? It's the Drenger. I don't think we have anything else left behind.
Yeah, nothing really wants to fight it because all the low-tech small ships are at 0 CR, so everything on that side's like trying to escort them. So it's really just the Jeanne d'Arc and all the other carriers firing waves.
I think the Onslaught needs to get here, because if the Onslaught gets here, that shield won't stay up for long.
Oh yeah, the Onslaught doesn't have the same CR problems all the rest of the fleet does. It'll just do it.
Yeah, but the point is that every single time the Damselfly's wings come in, it manages to get its shield up in time and tank most of that on the shields.
Yep.
So
however, it is right now. It's right next to that Baikal, which means that it's pretty much flux locked, and the Onslaught's in range as well.
And the Baikal has decided to face this way because armor problems? No, it's in full armor. It's just
It just
decided.
doesn't care. It's taunting it.
You'd think it wanted to do the other side, because the other side has the shock beam for it, the big shock beam. Incoming. Here we go.
Okay, Soren might have accidentally made the Baikal port broadside. A little bit too much rearward weaponry.
Oh, not quite. Okay, there go the marked lows, and it's still, again, not entirely sure what they do. See? They exploded there, and all the little things, just most of them missed, and the 2 that hit didn't seem to do any damage.
Oh, you're talking about those, not the missile mercs. So.
No.
I don't know what the hell those things are for. They're about as useful as the Brago, I think, for Shadow Yard. Not very.
Oh, you thought I was talking about the Chasseur. The Chasseur are fantastic. The Chasseurs are basically Voltigeur Mervs. They're fantastic. I meant those things. The Drengle needs to pull aggro, classic tank fumble. Do you want to hang on. Should I just like give it the mercy kill or just plop it in the middle of the fleet?
Come on, let's see what it's got under its belt for like 20 seconds. It has been like 13 minutes.
13 minutes in 15 seconds time. It'll be 13 minutes.
Well, it's lost all its fighters.
Its fighters at 30%. The Lashers are dying.
It's not gonna win.
The Lashers are dying to their own CR problems.
CR war. CR war.
The bike was catching.
I think I'd be fine with just plopping in the middle of the fleet.
Oh, no. Retreated! The Dranker has retreated. That frame check failed. There you go. Frame check has retreated.
We let them survive. It was a mercy.
So how much did you actually lose on the DME side? The DME didn't actually lose much. The DME actually just lost a Derlon early on, in fact. And most of the Lashers...
got stuck in an escort against the Paragon.
Yep. Right, anyway. Round 2.
The Moros survived basically just because they had enough HP to take critical malfunctions, and the Lasher survived out of probably luck.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Anyway, shall we do mission 2? Oh, side 2?
Well, yeah, that is our plan.
That's a plan.
I don't know why you're asking me. Should we do our job?
I don't know. So yeah, so now we're watching it from... Hopefully the Paragon doesn't get... Thing is, like, now, would you think the Paragon has to avoid the Onslaught? Or is there a way to just focus down the Onslaught the same way they focus down the Paragon?
I don't think avoiding an Onslaught's really much of an option as a fleet, given that it has the burn drive.
Yeah. I've got the time controls. Yeah, I've got the time controls. Okay, here comes the DME fighter swarm.
DME and low-tech.
Yeah, DME and low-tech.
Because low-tech's got a couple carriers. I mean, they're very carrier-focused fleet, even though they don't necessarily have 2 carrier capitals.
There was one on crates and one with dards, so it's an interesting mix.
Yep.
There's the crate wing. This is the post-nerf crate wing as well. The first patch that Starsector put out in 3.5 million years actually nerfed the crate. Not sure how much, but technically it's a nerf.
They're a bit slower. They have worse flux, I think, mostly.
The Onslaught is doing the thing again, which seems to prioritize a weird target. It picks like a small destroyer or frigate and focuses it down. Ooh. That's a dead buffalo.
Gotta get that quota in. Paragon once again is front and center of the fight. We'll see what goes off.
Is that a Cobra?
Yep.
Who gets to keep a... Oh, sorry, the DME's on the other side. My mistake. It's like, hang on, who gets to use a Cobra? The GME. Ah, yes, that makes sense. Oh, this is unfortunate. The Onslaught has done the stupid thing. It's really facing the wrong way this time. That Onslaught says, you know what, I'm going to give it to you. I don't even care right now. I want a third match, because that Onslaught is really... The Onslaught's thrown it, pretty much.
The Onslaught lost all engines, he's gone.
Yeah, that Onslaught has thrown it, basically. Considering that last time he pretty much, like... Not quite soloed, but pretty much prepped the Paragon for a Damselfly rush.
The Onslaught might be reckless. This is what happens when you give a Onslaught reckless.
It tries to kill anything, basically.
Yeah, it picked a target and it didn't want to acknowledge anything else. That being said, the Paragon is nearly flux locked, so we'll see actually what happens as a result of this.
Yeah, but...
The Onslaught is almost facing the right direction, and, I mean, as long as it can get its armor to bear in time, it does stand a chance to spin it around.
Okay, so it's got some armor now. Oh, hello!
It's not rotating fast enough.
Okay, so you got some fire off on the Paragon. Here come the Damselfly wings, which managed to break through.
Officially flux locked.
Yep, the Damselfly wings break through and do a full third of its health. There, Medusa goes down to another barrage over there. That Paragon had a Paragon up its ass for about a good couple of minutes and it's still alive.
See, this is just a really good thesis on why Onslaughts are awful to fight against sometimes, because they just take so much punishment.
The Jurger is again being really... I wonder if it's because it's got so much point defense. And its only
cautious.
and its only weapons are massively long ranged. Its only offensive weapons are massively long range. Like the Actiles have like a, what, 2,000 range or something stupid like that? Especially with ITU on?
Well, if the Paragon faces the Onslaught again, the Onslaught's dead. That being said, the Paragon is still flux locked to the middle, so I don't think it's going to be able to pull off anything.
The Dranger has actually joined the fight, though. The Dranger has realized that the Onslaught is weak and has come in and is taking a paddling, unfortunately. But it's facing the Devastator. Oh, the Dranger comes in and takes out the Onslaught. Spoilers.
The Paragon is recovering flux, by the way.
Yeah, the Paragon is recovering flux. The Dranger's taken out the Onslaught. The Paragon could really do with like a few, like 10 seconds to vent, or just enough time to take its shields down. That said, the shock beam of the Jeanne d'Arc. Oh, never mind. The shock beam of the Jeanne d'Arc has got superly long range, so it's very difficult to stay out of range of that thing.
The Jeanne d'Arc is now just going to pin the Paragon until it dies, I think, because it outruns it, and there's not enough ships to support the Paragon anymore. Damsel flies to finish it.
Yep. No,
yeah, that is one of the big weaknesses of the Paragon, is once its flux gets above about 80%, the AI cannot do anything.
And you don't want to hull tank too much in the Paragon, even though it can a little bit.
It can't very much though, because its weapon amounts are so close to the outside that if it tries hull tanking, it's going to lose weapons.
Yeah.
And it really needs that superiority of just how many guns it can pull to bear in order to hold off opponents.
There's a Custos.
Like, the Paragon's one of those ships where if it's doing well, it does really well, so it's terrifying, but if it's not in a favorable situation, it'll fold. Because it's too slow and reliant on its weapons and range to actually fight off a, like, difficult opponent.
I was wondering I was hearing Psy minigun noises because of these ones. Like, so what we've essentially got here is the fight of the other carrier, of the other capitals. Because last time it was like the Paragon and the Onslaught. Now it's the Jeanne d'Arc and the Dranger.
Yeah, the Paragon and Onslaught almost fought each other for a bit. It was mostly the Paragon shooting into the Onslaught and then both of them dying.
Come on. Almost friendly fired his own Custos there with an Axel, I think. That's a still living Buffalo over there, just in case you were wondering.
Yep, important to point out.
Yep. Now, I don't think actually that I don't think the enemy's lost any carriers. Like all the Durlons are still up, which means that not only do they have all the Damselflies, they've got all the support ships that the Durlons are carrying as well.
Yep. Right now, it's not looking very good at all for Mendelsohn.
Oh, Buffalo's down. Oh well.
They don't have any real counter to all the fighters that are flying around.
Even the Drango has been put in anti-fighter, and technically has no. Hang on, that's target data link as well. I was wondering
it only has anti-fighter on like one side of its hull though.
Let's go.
And it relies on the other side for anti-ship.
Yeah. That Mora may be about to suffer it. It's only got 7 CR left, so that's probably gonna go down at some point. You still have some holdover SRA weapons here as well from last week.
On what?
On Custos over here. Has some Storm Blasters and CPCs.
It's always nice to see. Gives a little variety to the fleets, I think.
The Mora has overloaded, but I don't think the Dranger can capitalize.
Yeah, the Dranger's got those Actels, which are, I mean, it's high enough burst damage, it doesn't add to that, it's kinetic. Like, so the Mora's already taken HP damage, so it's lost armor on some sections. But it doesn't matter, it's at like 0 CR now, so
yeah,
it's out of the fight anyway.
I think we're gonna have exactly the same as last time, to be honest. Except for the fact that this time the Onslaught isn't around to pressure the Dranger away.
Yeah, it's a bit closer than last time, but it seems to be a repeat.
Metalson doesn't have any offensive firepower that can take out any of the Paragon. Metalson does suffer a little bit in, I think, the offensive. They're quite defensive. They're quite sturdy ships, but they don't think they have a lot of offensive power. Not easily accessible, anyway. A couple of those space superiority, space superiority fighters as well. Ooh. Again, the damselflies come in, fire all the rockets. The Drengar just shields tanks them, and
yeah, it's got enough defenses that it can hold off the damselflies alone, without anything else attacking it, because all the damselflies come in one wave.
Yep.
If they were more spread out, they could pressure the shield and try and flux lock it eventually, but they can't, so they don't.
Okay, so anyways, I don't remember how this works now. I think it's it's shift
is fast forward.
There you go. Let's just fast forward this a little bit. Hang on. Let's lock. Let's lock this. Can we? There you go. Let's keep an eye on the hull and the armor as we do this. So you have a dead Mora over here.
Remember, you don't actually have to be in the map to fast forward.
Oh, you don't. You used to be able to.
No, you can literally just press shift whenever you want to.
It used to be you had to be in the map to do that.
That was like for one version of a tournament, partway through it, I think.
I think when it first came out, you had to be on the map to do it.
Yeah,
and
that was immediately fixed.
Fair enough. And the Drengar is like, nope, I'm coming back in. I'm not retreating anymore. The Durlon spotted them. Apparently, Tarty's going to look into a fix for the AI bug, which is basically going to include removing all the fog of war all the time or something. Hopefully that works. There you go. Oh! They managed to sneak some there because of tracers. If tracers come in at the same time, the Drengar will prioritize turning the shield around for the tracer, which lets a few of the perforator rockets in. That was for the version before Kree came. Yeah, possibly. I wonder if Guardians would have helped. Not sure. The Drengar also has possibly 2 flux heavy that might be causing it to activate its field and stop doing damage too early. Hang on. Tardy just sent me a message, so cover for me for a sec. No.
Alright, so we have 2-0 for favor of DME and Low Tech. Unfortunately, High Tech and Metalson have lost both rounds. This means they get no more points. It was a bit unfortunate to see for the Paragon's sake. The Paragon hasn't changed variants any of the rounds that it has been in the game, which means that enemy players and factions have been able to counter-build for it very effectively now. Hopefully this can be fixed in the future for their sake, because as it stands, they simply did not have any way to really fight against an onslaught that was decked specifically with kinetic primary weaponry. The Metalson fleet was unable to escort the High Tech, by the way, because the DME and Low Tech combined fighter superiority simply took them out and meant that the Paragon was unable to retreat or vent or otherwise do anything defensive once it was dedicated to the fight.
That was very good. Did you have that written down? Because that sounded very professional.
Talking.
That sounded very professional.
I look forward to seeing the future of these factions.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Starsector Grand AI Tournament.
Yes.
2018.
There's probably going to be more than one this year, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, so now... Yeah.
Very early.
Fairly early. Now it's Dizzy, you, and Saluna, the IISRA fleet versus the Dabble Neutrino fleet. You added a dictator, as far as I can see.
Yes, I did. I realized I could afford it, and I went for it.
So you got Shrikes for kinetic, and you got Luxes and Sledges. Anything special?
The Dictator has some Shadow Yard missiles and like 1 light CEPC just because that meant my budget was perfect. The Matriarch has some Shadow Yard fighters.
Ah, you put a Shikomi in there. Nice.
A single one, yes. Seluna and I both realized that Shikomes are basically worthless en masse against another fighter fleet because they don't have anything to fight against other fighters.
Ah, interesting. So you added that, nice. The SRA have added a couple of clades. Yeah, 2 clades. The clades have got wave pulse cannons, medium CPCs, fan lasers. Did the SRA take any of your weapons or any of your fighters?
A couple of my fighters, yeah, we both used Draconis, or Dracone, however it's pronounced, the Lux Carbine fighter, because they do a pretty good job of constantly suppressing neutrino ships.
Are you sure? Because as far as I can tell, the SRA is using Shikomi on the Skadi and Wraith drones on the Charybdis.
You gotta go to refit screen to see them because they get cut off.
I know. I'm looking at here. Just the Shikomi's there, Wraith drones there, and that's all the fighters the SRA have.
Well, the Cherry only has Wraith drones. And if he didn't refit the Scotty, I am incredibly disappointed because we had a whole thing going.
You got 5 Shikomis in the Scotty.
Basically, that is not the Scotty that I was suggesting we use, or that either of us were testing. So,
That HP bar at the bottom of the stream, that's Stream Boss. Every time you follow, subscribe, cheer, you deal damage to the boss. If you kill the boss, you become the next boss. It's just fun in games.
Also, it looks like Shadow Yard is 50,000 credits under budget.
Do we have a fleet? Did someone actually put forward the fleet?
Selena put the clades in, but that seems to be the only change.
He did not refit because he was late. Apparently, this is from Oryxon. Too much War Thunder.
He made a variant. Yeah, Selena has refused to edit his fleets until the last 10 hours. Every time.
Okay. I
even like gave him a variant. Man.
So the Pandemonium that you're going to be up against has abandoned all its 2 of its hexifiers and basically says, you know what, we're going to put in 7 Glogs Lance Repeaters. Every single slot is filled in with a Burshell and 3 of the Gepard Dry Interceptors.
They want to take out fighters. Interesting.
Yep. And then the new ships is just a new Fractus with 2 more of the Gepard Dries and a Magnetar Burst, so using neutrino weaponry.
Yeah, I mean, Diablo weapons don't tend to fit on other ships too well.
So what do we at? Yeah,
brushes are always good.
Yeah, the Banshees got a couple of Burshells, but other than that, it's pretty much stayed the same.
Yeah, and the Banshee can't really use any Diablo missiles without sacrificing space because they don't have any large mounts.
It's a Banshee. It has 3 large missile mounts. It's not a large...
Yeah, it does, but Diablo has no large missiles.
Oh, yes. No, they don't. They don't. That's true.
They don't. They only have the single built-in large micromissile array.
Is the Thrush LRM medium, then?
It's a medium.
Fair enough. Oh, hang on. What's got shield... who's got shield bypass? The Pandemonium, again, has got shield bypass.
Alright. So I'm going to say that they probably expected us to go full tilt on bombers, which isn't at all what happened, so we'll see how that goes.
We have here, I think what's new for the Neutrino looks like the Hacksaw, with Glauc's Lance Repeaters, Burshell Beam Repeaters, and Pulse Beam Cannons. And I think one of the Relativities is new as well, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'd be disappointed if they didn't add more Relativities, because Relativities cost about 10,000.
Because I remember them having one before. So they might have added. I think they added a third pile driver carrier, a second Relativity, yep, and the Hacksaw.
Yep. And what does that new pile driver have, fighter-wise?
Oh, good question. We're about to find out. We'll find out soon enough. I think it had...
I don't think we will, unless we go to the refit screen.
It has... I can't lock onto them.
No, you can't. You would have to go to refit screen, because there's not going to be any chance to do it during battle, since there's so many carriers.
Yeah, we'll find out next time. I don't think it was anything special. Like anything like... I don't think they got any Wanzers, basically.
Yeah. Well, I know that the pile drivers from the previous round with them with Demi fighters, Harrier drones, I believe, and something else I can't remember. Not Harrier drones, Harrier scouts. New pile driver has Diablo interceptors. So arbitrators.
New pile driver has Diablo interceptors. Okay, so plus 30 interceptors total. Plus 30?
No, not 30. They're like there's 4 per wing. Maybe 8. Pile driver.
Yeah, those Glouses are ripping fighters apart, as are the Burshells. That is a beam-heavy pandemonium. That Carterus has taken loads of damage from the Maul.
Yeah, the Maul is basically there's nothing that.
Oh! That Tartarus just took a pummeling from those advanced photon torpedoes, so the Javelin missile launchers, and the unstable photon cannon. It was ripped in half.
Unstable photon cannon?
On the Banshee.
Ah, I see. The Banshee has one.
Yep.
Nice.
The Scotty has apparently abandoned your matriarch. So your matriarch is currently.
Well, the Scotty is abandoned, so I'm not even going to count it. Chacomas in that massive formation are literally worthless for this fight. So the entire Scotty is basically worthless for this fight.
And you just took a pummeling. That matriarch.
Matriarch has no defense.
Matriarch down, Scotty. Neutrino Redemption Arc? Neutrino Redemption Arc is looking strong at the moment.
Man, good thing for Neutrino that Shadowyard didn't submit a fleet.
Salty much?
I mean, less so because, oh man, he didn't cooperate, more so we were
Hello?
copies of like variants and stuff.
You cut out a little bit there.
I was saying that like I tried and he didn't, so you know. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad the Banshee has a unstable photon cannon. That's always good to see. I would have been really happy if the Panda had unstable photon cannons though. That would have made my day.
Would have been very nice to just get in there and just unload it into someone's face.
It would have been such a beautiful loadout. Can you imagine that?
I gotta try that out now.
Yeah. Because I mean, sure, it's limited ammo, but you're not meant to fire more than enough shots to kill what's ever in front of you. So you know.
Oh, I think it just. I think the Banshee just killed it. Most of its missile wave with the unstable photon cannon. Oh, that's the Charybdis is overloaded.
Actually, I think the missiles hit a bunch of dead fighters.
Okay, fair enough. That's less amusing for me.
It sure looked like that though, and it's definitely a nice, funny thing to consider.
Well, that's how.
Ooh, unstable photon cannon right into the cherry's core.
Yep.
Let's de-seed that cherry.
Oh, and the Scotty's overloaded, and in come the torpedoes. The javelins. I keep calling them photon torpedoes because that's the other thing they've got. Boom. What's left alive? I think it's a single Clade.
The Banshee is actually aggressive now, says CJ USA, I think, or whoever that is, I can't read. I actually can't read what the name of that person. The Banshee is actually aggressive. Now, the previous Banshee loadout was actually very, very lethal with the triple DME MIRVs. It could basically delete anything smaller than a capital with 1 or 2 bursts of its missile. Problem was, it got deleted too fast itself. So, you know. Either way, Chaos, Farseer, and Dancy are going to take this one pretty handily.
You wanted to see what the new one has. See it again. Yes, 2 Arbitrator Interceptor wings.
Yep.
Which are awesome. Like, again, I'm fanboying over like Dabbly designs, but the fact that they have like they jettisoned like boosters, that's just too cool.
I'm just glad to see an unstable photon cannon finally. My favorite gun.
So you want an unstable photon cannon on a Falcon? Is that your dream?
That's not a dream.
Hey, Boscaro, what up?
I put it on the IBB Eagle instead.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because it's basically a Falcon, but with a large mount.
The Banshee's missiles are the Javelin torpedo launchers, which just quickly pop into the refit screen here.
That's like their...
Bosgro's resubscribed again for 4 months. Thank you, Bosgro. Damn, bye.
It's a blue Typhoon, I think, or is it something else?
Hmm?
No, I think it was something else. The Javelins. I'm just trying to think out loud.
The Javelins are basically infinite torpedoes at about 150, 1500 in energy damage each.
Yep.
It's a large missile equivalent of a pylon. Infinite charges?
A lot faster than pylons.
Yeah, but I'm just reading what it says. That infinite missiles, I'm not sure about that, but hey. And the unstable photon cannon, of course.
It has a pretty slow reload rate, but it has enough capacity that it takes like 3 or 4 minutes for it to hit that point. So.
And it's got like built-in expanded as well. So it says 12, it means 24.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's also got the unstable photon cannon, which
is always a good weapon.
Is that 500 damage per charge, or is it spread out over all the charges?
What, the unstable photon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100 projectiles, 5 energy damage, and 10 EMP damage per.
Apparently, yes. The Banshee also has a missile forge as a weapon, as a ship system.
Oh, so it has infinite, plus it just recharges its missiles, because haha.
Missiles auto forge. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. That's.
Neutrino is like a very slow Diablo in some ways. It's very missile and saturation focused in the same way, which means that them paired up is actually kind of brutal.
Look at this! Look at these guys! I'm just gonna fanboy over these. Like, they're flying. When they get into combat, they just jettison them. They just jettison the boosters. How cool is that? That means they overextend dramatically and immediately die, but still cool.
And I was wrong before. That's 3 curling, not 4. It might have been 4 at one point, but I could be remembering wrong.
Those torpedoes over there. Okay.
Yeah, arbitrators are better en masse. Like, I mean, a lot of them en masse. Otherwise, they're good for like timid carriers because they'll get really far away. They have a range of like 10,000 or something.
Nice. So we're still doing a lot of fighter nonsense here. I can't actually know what they're fighting against because I can't see the ones without the borders. Relativity down. Was there relativity in there? Maybe there was, I couldn't tell.
They're frigates, they just kind of die. They're good frigates though, they're cheap, and they have the Omen system, which means that they're very anti-fighter. Which is why, and given how anti-fighter they built this fleet, I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't find more relativities.
1 vapor down.
Went for a hacksaw instead, which we haven't really given the hacksaw much attention yet, so I don't really know what it does.
Let's have a look at the hacksaw. Hacksaw, hi, you're over here. Hacksaw, it's got 2 Glauks, 2 pulsed beam cannons, and a Burshell.
Okay, so it's also a beam anti-fighter.
Yeah.
They really went full tilt on that whole beam thing.
Yeah, they really went to
start Reaper on almost hit the Panda, but it was just out of range. The Burshell's got it.
I do like it when you get Skydie is really far back.
Yep, it knows its fate.
But that's also the same Skydie as last time. It's trusting the time compression or whatever that these Shikar have to get them in. Oh yeah, they're hitting up the. That's a dead vapor. Hail, sorry, it's a dead hail. Matriarch's taking a pummeling though. Oh, a stable photon cannon right into the Matriarch.
Those hails are fun too, by the way. I think I mentioned that last week, but I really love the fact that he was crazy and ballsy enough to build a hail, just with 6 tusk launchers. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You want something dead, you just press the fire button twice, and whatever is in front of you is dead. That's enough to, from 100 to 0, a cruiser.
Panda armor is pretty much intact, apart from a little bit at the front.
Might have gotten hit by a Reaper or something, because the Maelstrom has a pair of Reaper launchers. In addition to, I don't remember if I put the Locust or the Squall.
Pandemonium pressuring the shields there, and then basically gets hit by 6 of those javelins. Those javelins are genuinely scary. Dictator is also
probably needs some nerfs. But that's fine. It's a cool faction. I want Neutrino to be good, damn it.
I think they're showing that they can be.
Well, remember, remember, Saluna said aggressive or steady for the last round. I don't know what he was going to do this round.
Well, nothing changed, did it? So it's what it.
Nothing
So
changed.
it's
Well,
playing.
He might have, because he did add the Clades. There would have been a new fleet file, so it might be a different personality than he had originally.
Incoming unstable photon cannon. Pop, 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 pop. Clay down, Charybdis down. Unstable photons just peppering the whole of Skadi now, and Chaos, Farseer, and Dancy 212 take round 2.
Again, 2-0.
2-0. That's 2-2-0s today.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there are also fighter wings with miseries here as well. Yep, the Gepard Dray interceptors, which basically everyone was taking, I think. Yep, they are the fighter wing with a misery and a pulse beam gun.
Cool, so I have a medium weapon and a medium weapon. Yeah.
In wings of 4, by the way.
Yeah. Neutrino is very fair and balanced.
Now we have Snrasha's Nightkev's SRA Birdie fleet versus Karoy and her Flex's medium fleet. That's a lot of archers. Whoa. Okay. Huh.
Mid-tech is doing strain. Oh, Jesus.
Right?
What the hell?
Okay, this bit of it. So the Skadi has 5 Shikomis again. That hasn't changed at all. What's new? I think what's new is I think a Tartarus is new. I think the Anu might be new as well, but the Tartarus is definitely new. Wave Pulse, Shrike ASMs, light CPCs, medium CPCs.
Mid-tech, what the fuck?
The Kurmaraja got hasn't really changed. They haven't really done. Yeah, I was checking. They actually haven't done weapon swaps here. There's 3 new Locusts, I think. They haven't. I don't think they've done any weapon swaps at all.
Why sign up for the 2v2 if you don't do weapon swaps, guys? Come on. Just put like a PD weapon from another faction on one of your ships. Just token. Come on.
The Enlightenment has changed its loadout dramatically. Has lost all the oh god, the words escape me. The thing with the thing. Chorus? No, not chorus. What is it called? The massive
Choir.
No, the MP one. Echoes
Caster.
Echo casters. It's lost all the Echoes casters and went heavy PD, like heavy burst lasers and Guardian PD systems, choirs up the wazoo, and a couple of auto post lasers and a shield bypass.
He didn't have Echo casters last round either.
Did he not?
Yeah, last round with me.
I can't remember now. And now a new Revelation. Revelation's got a Sempiternal, pulse lasers, and choir. That's a solid Revelation, I think. Just does what it wants to do.
It's a solid ship. It's a good boat, Brent.
The Eagle has Gravitons, Hypervelocities, Burst PDs, and Swarmers. And I think all the archers are the same archer. They're basically 3 Harpoon MRM pods on a stick each, and an HVD.
Do they?
I think they're all the same loadout.
If they had, what's what am I looking for? Converted hanger.
Don't know, but they've got.
They don't, but that'd be funny.
They don't have converted hangers, no. But they do have expanded missile racks and ECCM packages, so that's a lot of harpoons. That's delete ship harpoon.
Yep. We'll see what the hell happens. This is gonna be a weird, wacky fight.
If the Kurmarage's Breakfield emitter, which is now the name of the new name of whatever that system is, works out, those are dead harpoons in the water, but we'll see how it works. Karoi, Herflex versus Russian Nightcav.
Macross Missile Madness. Hoorah.
Oh, they came out in a line as well. I want to see them fire. The Enlightenment already can say hi. The fighter's already going to juke it off at the left-hand side. The Shikomis are coming out, but it's got a lot of point defense here. One Bliss down. That is a very aggressive Eagle.
A very anti-fighter Enlightenment.
Yep. I guess they knew they were going to be fighting Shikomis, I guess. Oh, here we go. That's a full 32 harpoons flying off at something.
Fire the weapons.
I'm not gonna arrive, but they fired 32 harpoons off.
They fired them at the frigate.
Yep.
And that's just nothing except making the ship retreat. That's fine. They have like 20 more of those each.
Ooh, that is a Locust overloaded and down. The Mirage is now facing up against the Enlightenment. Another Bliss down.
Each archer can press that red button 16 times.
There you go, another couple. So was one archer down, but that's one wave of harpoons into the Mirage. The Charybdis still has an Olan siege laser from last time. The only like non-faction ship weapon here is a Olan siege laser on the Charybdis.
Fun, folks.
The Enlightenment is kind of trying to carry everything here. The archers are spread out, really. They're trying to like.
That's probably fine. They don't need to be close.
They're using like their HVDs to just tap things now. Like they're there for the harpoons and they're fighting HVDs, trying to get the flux high enough.
Yeah, as soon as anything crosses that threshold, then they die. Unless they're a frigate and they can retreat.
Apparently, the Mirage's system no longer stops energy weapons. Oh, it didn't do it before either.
It never did.
It never did. Just Tarty confused. Missiles away. The Eagle
is in a bad spot.
Yeah, the Eagle is actually challenging it.
The Eagle's no energy, so the Mirage's main thing is not working.
Oh, the HVDs aren't energy.
Oh yeah, it's because of HVDs.
But, you know, it's flagship versus flagship. The Eagle's actually managing to do a flagship versus flagship fight.
People talk shit about the no-cap strategy.
Dude, it's got a crate behind it. It's dead. That Bliss is just sitting pretty, going, you know what, do you want to help the cap ship? Nah. Now, I'm trying to figure out what the balance is here, because I'm thinking that the mid-tech is actually falling back up quite a bit.
Yeah, they didn't, they have a lot of archers, they don't have anything to actually push the flux, because the guys that are in charge of that are Aura, and Aura is all energy, so... I don't think the monitors are being aggressive enough.
Oh, that's a dead revelation. That was just got hit by all the Shikomis. 5 Shikomis just dancing around it using assault beams.
Yeah, see, in this case, Shikomis are good because they're they can't really do the fight themselves, fighter to fighter, but they act as great force multipliers against other ships.
Oh, look, that is scary to watch.
Just eating that monitor slowly.
Not even that slowly. They just dance around it and make. They're really prioritizing the monitors, though.
Well, they're prioritizing whatever's on their own, I think.
I think because they keep dashing around as well, the monitor doesn't have a perfect shield arc, so they can just get behind it and.
This is why you always bubble shield the monitor, boys and girls. Always bubble shield.
Ooh, let's get monitor down.
Even the frigate got some shots in. Good job, frigate.
Archer down. Last the communion over here down. And what's left? The Enlightenment's still alive. The Enlightenment's taken a lot of... Has, what, no armor left in the Enlightenment? It's got a surprising amount of armor left. It isn't Enlightenment after all, but it has taken a lot of punishment. And is that Enlightenment dead in the water? General question.
Doesn't matter anymore.
I'm not sure. That might have been dead in the water a bit too long.
Well, Angry, if you like Skinwalkers, my fleet would have had. Would have.
Should have. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They're all taking their time, because again, you still don't want to get too close to Enlightenment.
It is a capital, and it does have big guns.
But it dies, anyway.
Of course. Not like it really has a chance.
The goal of all life is death. That was almost shame. If one Locust hadn't died, that would have been shame. That's... Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. That was almost...
Right, round 2.
That was almost shame. Round 2, go. Go straight into this. The archers need to press that button. They need to coordinate and just press that button.
Press that button. Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting fleet. It's just not paired with the right companion, or it can't capitalize or be aggressive enough on their own to get flux of enemy ships up.
Yeah, Aura can't really get... Yeah, I was thinking because they can't really change in the other ships. And all the...
Aura is energy regardless.
You can see it's synergy. You could have put like Sabos on it or something, but they have a lot of synergy slots. But
could have done some of the archers Sabo too.
Yeah. Meme, someone was pinging you for Falcon advice on Discord. Apparently. According to the You're on the clock.
I am working.
I'm working now. Stremples. Locust down. Okay, so it's not going to be shame again. 2 locusts have down though. This is less shame than last time.
Why would you at me during the tournament? Ah.
I know, right? People at me a lot during the tournament as well. Usually for me, it's
Hey, Nemo, is the stream on? Nemo, are you streaming? Nemo?
To be fair, usually it's the tournament. That's Yurik. Yurik, I'm streaming. That looks like Oryxen symbol. They have very similar icons.
Archers are going down left and right.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
You've got 4 left. And I haven't seen them press the button. I have not heard... There we go. That's one of them has pushed the button. 2 of them. Okay. But they're firing... Really? That was a waste of... They fired 32 harpoons against a single Shikome.
Hey man, they're afraid of those Shikomes, I guess.
Add Green Knight security into the tournament if you want to see missile spam. No.
No.
No. No. Not happening. Not after...
There's a reason why we're very selective about the factions that get added here. Pardon, Trino. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about whether or not Neutrino works in the tournament lately. They used to be a lot better, like relative to all the other factions. I mean, like long time ago they were boss factions, so obviously they didn't been allowed then. But during like 7.2 version 0.7.2, they were pretty much more or less in line, if maybe a little bit bloated in a couple ways. So we just did the blacklist thing. I think the 0.8 atmosphere is just showing some of their extremes more readily.
Yeah.
So they might not be good for future tournaments, but now we know. It's an ongoing process.
Yeah. Balance is never over. Like, you never go, I'm finished with balance. That doesn't happen.
Yeah. And also, of course, I do want to clarify that just because a faction isn't like quote-unquote tournament balance, that doesn't mean it's a bad faction. There's plenty of factions which people would say, oh yeah, it's a good faction, but we don't want to see it in tournaments. Templar recently got banned, like actually just for this tournament because we realized, it works sometimes, except it's always bad, and when it's good, it's too good. So.
Well, because like in previous tournaments, I remember the fact that Templar problem is that they're very expensive, so you don't get a lot for your buck. Like the things you get are fantastic, but they get outnumbered very quickly.
Yeah, but then like the flagship rule makes them too cheap, and you can just buy like one good Templar ship, and especially with this 2v2 format, that means that like one fleet has a paladin to help them out. Like that's terrifying.
I'm assuming you couldn't afford an archbishop on this budget.
No, they could.
They could.
It was maintenance was just below 200,000.
Well, there you go then. Like, all you needed for the paladin for the Templar fleet is just it's an archbishop. Just have one.
Yeah.
And that would pretty much.
And that was kind of why it got banned, was because everyone's like, oh, just use an archbishop, and then it's like, oh, but
you could out again.
Oh, but it's.
Yeah, they say just pick one archbishop and then just watch it every. The pirates would have been deleted, and then it would have severely swung the balance. Archbishop is scary in and of itself with proper support.
And it would have meant that whatever companion faction has Teutons and clerics and anything else.
Oh god. All you need is basically to introduce one carrier every time you paired up with it. Just pick up Teutons, and you have that carrier with Teutons forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Neutrino is going to keep going. I can't speak for the actual organizers, of course, but it's an open source tournament. See, so like the quote-unquote official organizers of this one, Tartflet and Oryxen, are basically just Tartflet because he makes the mission, so he likes to do this, and Oryxen because he volunteered to help out. Anyone else can do these tournaments, and you can set up whatever rules you want. If you want a faction to go in a tournament, by all means, organize your own with your own rules and your own allowed factions.
Yeah, if you want someone to cast them, we're always here.
Yeah.
If you want someone else to cast them, they're always there as well.
Yeah, I mean, we're not the only people.
No, not at all, not at all. Not at all.
For the last tournament, I was bouncing on it was just me because I wanted to help people out. It was a new streamer, so okay, let's get somebody to help out, make sure that they got everything in order.
I think it worked out quite well, having sort of a bit of consistency with the streams as well.
Yeah.
Having you around. And as always, I am very, very honored. I haven't got a contract to do this. They always ask me, and every single time they ask me, I am very honored. I do like doing these tournaments.
Yeah, Shogun used to do them a lot too, but he's kind of gone past just doing Starsector all the time.
Yeah, he felt like he was a bit like sort of he couldn't really provide accurate commentary. He's doing a season now, and so he might get back into it eventually. But he felt he wasn't at a place to provide commentary.
But they're eating them alive.
Yeah, they're melting faces. Yeah. I keep saying you guys like him, but he doesn't believe me.
No, we do. Like, we tease him just because it's fun.
Well, I tease him because it's funny. Oh, come on. Come on, Monitor. Dying to crates or dying to Sarcomas? To crates, it looks like.
That's a funny idea for a tournament. Just everyone gets one IBB ship. That'd be awful because that's not how IBBs balance. They're all
no, not at all. Well, you just get the spore ship for God's sake. Spore ship. I want to see.
I don't care.
I want to see spore ship versus Pope.
No, spore ship's not. Well, I guess spore ship's technically IBB.
Yeah, it's an IBB. Anyway, so that was the second Snasha SRA win. Let's get back on topic for a little bit while we just finish this round. And now we have the last...
So SRA and BlackRock have defeated handily the Aura and Mid-Tech fleet. Unfortunately, as mentioned during the round, that Aura was unable to pressure the flux capacitors of the opponents well enough for the Harpoon archers to be able to capitalize on it. Additionally, the Mid-Tech fleet had a lot of monitors, which simply were not in the proper placement to counter fighters. Monitors are very good for anti-ship, or at least countering ships' ability to take them out. But for fighters, particularly since they didn't have a bubble shield, meaning 360 degrees, they just got poke damage to death and weren't very relevant for the fight.
Yep.
That'll be interesting seeing where these factions go in the future.
That's your core line, isn't it?
It sounds professional.
It does. Right, now, this is last match of the day. Night Chases, Sai, and Nias Borkin versus CJ USA's RA and Morsha's DME. So this is another DME RA fleet. Because we got some time and we're actually going quite quickly, I'm going to just pop in the refit screen so we can see what everything does at a time. I think we have loads of Arguses here, but let's pop into refit.
Yeah, it looks like
because this is the
Memian.
This is the Memian line. That is 3 Singularity torpedo launchers on a Memian on a Memian line. Plus,
okay. What's with this week? Why has there been at least one every fight that have done some massive pivot / meme build? I mean, I get for the first time the Onslaught and everybody, they wanted to specifically build against the Paragon. But everywhere else is like, oh yeah, beams everywhere. Or, oh yeah, Singularity torpedoes everywhere. Oh, yeah,
I have looked through this fleet. This fleet is genius in multiple ways. Okay, so it's got arc pods. They got some faded M flax, so there is a weapon swap. We have ourselves the Korakotas, the Lemons. I think the loads of basically, I think what they added is basically more Arguses. So we have more of the Anklets escort fighters running around.
This is some 4D chess shit right now. Okay.
40 what?
4D chess.
Oh, 4D chess. I heard 40 chess. I was like, what's 40 chess? Is that like 40k but chess? Right, and then the Shudamel has got 2 Singularity torpedoes as well.
Okay.
And also KX as well. So, and there's been another weapon swap I'm really happy about. Like pretty much every single weapon on the Shudamel is Sai apart from the faded inflax.
Yeah.
But that's 5 Singularity torpedo launches on this team.
I sure wish I got to cooperate with my teammate.
Jesus, is that gonna be a thing going forward?
Some interesting fleets. I would have loved to have an interesting fleet.
The micros haven't changed. The Dole, again, same Dole as usual. Just having grey stabs, plasma. So the Dole stay the same, but the flagships are the meme ships, I think.
Ayoe.
I'm gonna quickly just change mission so I can go to the refit for the other team.
AWR.
Which is the refit for the ORA. We got hybrid pulsers and mini blasters for the elevation claws. We just got more blisses and more communions. Communions with damselflies. We have 3 communions with damselflies, 2 communions with damselflies, and 1 communion with an Aigret and a wasp wing. The Felicity class has got damselflies. That's 7 damselfly wings in the ORA fleet.
Yo, Aura was allowed claws. I didn't realize that.
Apparently always a lot of claws. And now we have our... this Jeanne d'Arc has 6 Rafale missile bomber wings. That is a total of 18 Hellrider XRMs flying out. That's a lot of them.
Are you okay, guys? Really? Like, why have you both gone so full tilt on giant missiles?
It's giant missiles. This is amazing. High intensity laser with now it's got like a 2000 range. Again, we have we have flies here. We have a Shalika with more Erlons and another Derlons and a Snow Goose and a Tunguska with a high intensity laser on it. So yeah, this is the meme fight, I approve. I want to see. If
Hellrider was banned, it should have a blacklist that we would see in the round. So if we
hang on, wait a second.
Illegal item, then they're not allowed.
Hellriders were banned, as in removed from DME.
As in,
wait, what?
As in removed from DME. Someone removed the Hellrider. Okay, you have a long.
But everything's up to date.
Did Soren do it like yesterday? I'm gonna check.
Because that's the thing I've got here. I mean, it's clearly got the correct. I have a new loadout with the fighters.
The last update.
And usually I get yelled at by several people if things update.
10 days ago, does not mention anything of the Hellriders.
Yeah. It's been removed for like 4 patches.
For 4 patches, what?
Then how the hell are they here? Like, I updated DME like last week. I'm not sure.
I am calling shenanigans.
Removed from campaign. Well, now we get the tournament organizers get to decide what happens now. The Hellriders were removed. They weren't removed from the files, but they were removed from the campaign from all markets, according to Nia.
Let's refit it ourselves. Okay, we're the organizers.
Yeah.
Decide what goes on.
Yeah. I've got.
What goes on the John Dark?
I've got Oryxon's page open on the on Discord if he wants to privately message you. If he wants to put it in chat, I don't mind. So yeah, so they've been removed from the campaign, but not from the game. I do not recall a clear rule that requires things to be campaign accessible to use. Says Blowthorn.
I think that should have been a rule if it wasn't, because
Yeah, Tardefet has asked for patience, so we'll wait a little bit.
I want to refit that Jean d'Arc ourselves. Let's build chips on stream.
We get a drink while we wait for this to happen. Hang on.
Refit or riot. Refit or riot.
Let's see, what do we have here? Unrelated to the that's unrelated. I get messages, but they're unrelated to the stream. I'm like, why are you messaging me?
I got sent.
Don't touch my John, you filthy peasants. You have illegal.
Did you just call me?
No, apparently it was Morsha, or someone who claims ownership of the Jean d'Arc. It's always weird when the names I have are not the names I have in chat.
Well, I'm that case, unfortunately.
Oof. So how are you doing? How is chat doing, folks?
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
Oh, you as well.
I'm alright. I mean, like, tomorrow I'm gonna start a road trip with the people that I barely know, you know, the way that you do things.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna, right after the stream, like, I mean, literally as soon as the bracket states who my partner is, push out a fleet and just give them the file and say, alright, if you want to change it, you can change it, but this is my working prototype. So whoever gets me as a partner, I apologize, but you're probably gonna have to refit a fleet and a half to 2 fleets.
As if the damsel files were bad enough. Hang on, let's have a quick look. Because when I was flicking over the files, I just saw Rafale and was like, okay, Rafale, and I went past it. I didn't actually realize what was actually in it. I mean, I wasn't until just now. I wasn't even aware there were 2 Rafale wings. Yeah, there's the Frapper torpedo, which is the one I've got in the campaign. I didn't even realize there was a Hellfire variant. Exactly the same stats, just changes the missile for the Frapper for a Hellrider.
Well, let's just swap them out for the one that's proper. I mean, that seems like an easy solution.
Oh, so we're waiting for the organizers to come up with something. I can't really change. I need to change the files to change this specific one, because I can change the other, the one where you're controlling the DME. Technically, I can change that one on the fly. I need a new file for this one.
I'm getting pings. Why am I getting pings?
Tard is making the proper files. Thanks for the follow, Wind Jester. I remember using the Hellrider Rafale in campaign back in the day. They're silly due to the massive range of the Hellrider, allowing the character to basically sit at 2,000 range and be an infinite memory and battery. Yeah, repeat the mission. Yeah. CJ's like, crap. No, the plot. Your plan has been found out, sir.
You were a sneaky one. Thought you could sneak one by us, buddy.
Again, if someone wanted to remove them, maybe remove them because they're clearly in the files. They're clearly in the game. They're just not accessible in the campaign.
Yeah, and as other people in chat are saying, there should definitely be a limitation against using anything that's mission exclusive. Because if it wasn't, you would just buy Terminator drones.
You buy Terminator drones. You'd buy.
No, just Terminator drones. Who the hell cares what else? Have you seen Terminator drones? Have you seen what having 6 of them on a carrier can do?
You mean the Tempest Terminator drone?
Yes.
The old version or the new version?
Yes.
Because they changed. They used to be different.
It's got an ion pulsar, and it's terrifying.
Not in this version. I think in this version they've been changed to have ion cannons rather than ion pulsars. And it also wasn't in Soren's blacklist. I mean, the fighters aren't in Soren's blacklist, which is why they're available, I think. So yeah, Tartiflight's apparently making the new files. So once we got the new files, we'll run it. I might have to exit the game and stuff, but
Play the last hurrah while we wait.
The what?
The last hurrah. The mission.
Oh.
The last hurrah.
Is that the one? Oh god, I know that one. Isn't that the one with the thing? Hang on, which is that one? Down here.
One of the thing. It's the conquest fact fleet.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the.
Vanilla.
Where is it? Is it all up at the top? Last hurrah.
Vanilla.
Oh, it's this one.
Or arcade. I mean, we can screw around in arcade for a few minutes.
Intermission, folks. Hang on. People wanted, was it Forlorn Hope?
Forlorn Hope is the Paragon versus everything.
Yeah. Bow Down Nevermore. I get to fly. I get to fly Nevermore,
those are the 2 missions I did with the Xenomods on recording, which were hilarious. In a really sad way.
Soren reads the rule here. Bang, bang, bang. Also, to the hell of you can. It's going away. Oh, Rafale the noise. The DME bomber, probably named after whatever is it? French. Well, the DME torpedo bomber. Okay, hang on. I got a message from Tardy, so this might be it. Should be just the one file. Okay, so I need to back out to main menu. I think I don't think I need to close the game out, right? Hang on. Can I edit variants do this?
It's a new variant, so you'd have to back out of the game.
Okay. Oh, right. Edit variants.
Edit variants button.
Oh Christ! I need to go all the way down, don't I? Oh Christ! Hang on. Where's it? I'm not going to bother selecting that list. I'm just going to change the file. Back in a sec, folks. Back in a second. Save that. Where's that going? It's going to DME. DME data variants. Not DME. It's going to be. It's going to be AI battles data variants players. Morsha Jean 2 variant save. Dun dun dun
dun dun.
I think that should be it then. We're booting up Starsector again.
Oh, your game looks like it loads faster than mine.
I would hope so.
Wow. Okay. Rude.
As in, like, I put money into this piece to help to get like for encoding purposes.
Yeah, I mean, when you load this game, you're basically compiling the code, so that makes sense. Because it preloads like everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So hang on, let's make sure we have the correct file. Is it this one? This was the first one, yeah. Oh, just no, I want to check the other one. Check the other one. That one. Refit you. Let's check you this time. What have you got this time? They've got the Rafale torpedo bombers rather than the Hellrider bombers. And they're also 12 points short on OP, but that's not. No one's caring about that.
We're not going to worry about that because they cheated.
Let's go.
Bad players.
Drugs don't do win.
Drop out of college, get some knowledge. Here in my garage.
That, Christ! Look at that! Look at those fighters.
Pew 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 pew. So we have a clear fighter superiority fleet versus singularity torpedoes.
With 2 have fired already. Oh, they're all going, and I think they're going for that snow goose. Oh, one exploded early. Oh, Polly! It pulls the Shuttermill. A Shuttermill has never moved that fast before. Oh! Oh! That did not go as planned! That meme backfired horribly!
Evac, evac! Navy Lion, no! You just slingshot yourself and then you flee without armor!
Oh my god.
Oh, he keeps hitting himself. sucking all the fighters into him. The Jeanne d'Arc is getting pulled.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god. What the hell?
That was amazing.
Oh, the humanity.
That was genius. That was.
This is some 4D chess, I'm telling you.
Oh. It's designed to kill fighters by ramming them into its hull, as far as I could tell.
Yep.
That's
the plan.
It destroys them by crashing into them. Oh my god! What's gonna die first? The
You've made a.
Oh, mother of God! Oh my god! That was amazing. That was beautiful.
Sir, you made a mockery of my good tournament.
That is amazing. That was beautiful. That was amazing. Someone for the love of God clip that.
Oh my lord.
That was amazing. That is the moment of the tournament of today, at least. It's just, it's like using the Nemean lion as a massive battering ram. Someone clip this. I don't care who. Just find out who and clip this.
Comes is right. I don't care who wins. We found the people's champion.
Night Chase has won the popular vote. Oh my god. Oh.
Can you do that? Can you go on the internet and just spam singularity torpedoes?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Did the Shuttermail just actually 4D chess move itself? It singularity torpedoed.
So everyone
away from the damselflies.
I thought basically it summoned them into itself, basically.
I'm making jokes, but the Shuttermail legitimately just used the singularity torpedo to save itself.
Oh.
Guys, it's okay. You can clip VODs.
Oh, someone's Dancy might have got it. I want to see that happen. That's amazing. The Shuttermail's like over
the stream after this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, I don't even care about what happens over here. They don't have singularity torpedoes down here. I don't care about them. Singularity torpedoes are up here.
Who gives a shit? This is a fucking battle. I don't care. What are they doing? Shooting at each other?
I want singularity torpedoes. That was beautiful. That was amazing.
Your fleet is in full retreat.
No further orders will be carried out. The Shuttermail disagrees. The Shuttermail has torpedoes to spare.
Through the plane. Oh my god. I can't even speak.
Oh my god, that was amazing. Shuttermail's still like taking names over here.
What's Shuttermail?
Yeah, I said I'm using Shuttermail in my campaign now, and Christ, it's a powerful ship. Like, probably needs tuning levels of powerful, because it can face every, apart from the 4 universals at the back, it can face every single hull, every single turret mount and hardpoint forward. That's insane. Like it's got the built-in large energy, 2 large energies at the side, 6 medium hybrids, and 4 universals that can all face forwards, as well as the built-in rockets.
Plus its phase. And
Plus its phase.
Armor.
Yeah, like that is really powerful.
It's a little bit of a silly ship. Borkin has some silly ships.
Apparently it's so big. Apparently it's so big and powerful that it doesn't even turn up on any like vanilla, any like standard campaign fleet. It's so big that the AI won't even consider it. It's just too powerful.
Well, like they won't deploy it.
Yeah, apparently you get like size 180 fleets will not have one. If it's size 180 fleets are too small to have one, kind of thing. You need like size like 500 fleets to even begin to have Shuttermails inside them or something. Someone mentioned it to me in a comment somewhere. The name of the commenter was in Chinese characters, so I'm assuming they know it from the Chinese variant.
Chat says go sex machine.
Because I can't tell if they're talking about.
Last too much longer.
Thing is, I'm not sure if they were talking about the snow goose or the Shuttermail, because the snow goose is very sexy. Next SS playthrough with a black hole faction, please. Tempting.
You know, it'd be amazing. One of the ships use the singularity to boost retreat off the map.
Night, you made me laugh so hard it agitated my dog. That's just too funny.
You have real world consequences. Why don't you learn?
Oh my god. Snow Goose is a sex machine. Snow Goose is a sex machine. It's a beautiful, beautiful ship.
True.
That was amazing. Holy crap. I'm looking forward to seeing this again. Hope we get as good as before. We need more of this.
More tournaments, if not for memes.
Don't let your memes be dreams. I want to see that again. I want to see this again. I want to see... I want to see a flying Nemean lion again. Oh my god.
Fucking battering ram Nemean lion.
Thing is, like, it just goes, and then you just see the massive explosion. You just see like fragments of Nemean lion flying out the other side. It's
Didn't
like
it kill the Enlightenment in...
the elevation? Yeah, it rammed the elevation to death and then exploded. It was amazing. Oh, again, here they are. They're coming out. They're coming out for the. Oh, there's one. Oh my god, they all trigger. Something flew over there. Thing is, like, if they hit a fighter and the fighter goes careening off, you get a high. You have a high speed, like, vortex just flying forward.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the magic. Oh no, there were fouls. No, get pulled in. Oh.
Fighters.
Shinimel's using it to accelerate itself, as far as I can tell. Oh, here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! No, apparently not as good this time. No! I don't think it's gonna be as epic as this time. Maybe, who knows? Uh-oh. Maybe. Oh, no. Didn't quite work out. It just still managed to ram it. The elevation on the shield. He got a spinning Jeanne d'Arc, though.
Got him.
Oh god, no! There we go! Oh my god, this is amazing! This is brilliant! This is genius! And the Shunimo is just being pulled away by... It's being pulled around by its own singularity torpedoes.
The Shunamel is honestly playing on a level beyond any other.
It doesn't care. It's like, I'm playing with torpedoes now.
I don't know what the Shunnamel's doing, but I think
it's playing around with the Felicity carrier. That's literally what it's doing. It's just playing around with the Felicity carrier. I love it.
Playing with the mouse.
Yeah, I love is the fact that it's basically the Nemean lion is actually letting the Jeanne d'Arc reposition very quickly because of the. Look at that! Oh my god! Oh, that's genius! It's actually sending the Jeanne d'Arc away and facing the other direction. It can't fire its high explosive intensity laser at it. This is so fighter long.
Just beautifully turned the ship around and threw it away.
I know.
No, you're not.
This is amazing. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Please tell me it still has them left, right? Is it infinite? I can't remember if they're infinite or not.
Please let us have a third round. No, they're not infinite. They have 10, and I think they all got expanded racks. I would put expanded racks. I mean, like, why would you let it stop?
Oh no, that's a dead. That's dead. That. Oh, maybe. No.
What? Come on.
Come on. No, I think no. It's got some in. It's got some there. I can see them. It's got some loaded in. Stay alive to fire them. Fire the torpedoes. Yes.
That says they recharge as of last patch.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Flying torpedo. Ram the Snow Goose.
Go, go, go!
It got out of trouble. It just left all the fighters behind. It's like, nope, don't want to be there right now. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is beautiful.
Oh my god, I love singularity torpedoes now.
I know, right? That Snow Goose is like, nope. You turn you around slowly.
I don't think it's taken any hull damage.
Nope, it's fine. The Shooting Mills has no problems whatsoever.
Shut them out. This is it in its natural environment.
Oh no, that's an overloaded. It's overloaded now, so that's the end of the Indian line, I think. Oh! No idea what that was, but that was amazing. Not a clue what that was, but that was beautiful. Oh my god, it's still alive! No, fire them! Oh, rip, guys. Just hit F in chat because oh my god, that was beautiful. That final spin as well, which was probably caused by one of the Shudamels singularities in the distance.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this was amazing.
Yeah, I don't think the Shutdown has much of a response to the Jeanne d'Arc though. It has a team.
Dude, who cares? It's still got two singularity launchers. Singularity launchers will win the day. Turns out the Jeanne d'Arc doesn't actually have any point defense. Huh. Oh my god, that was amazing. That was genuinely beautiful. Like, now or like after the fight's done, can people put like the links to the clips in my Discord, please, just so they're there for posterity's sake?
Thousands of people have died for our entertainment.
Oh, that's
Hundreds of them have died for their own entertainment.
My god, that was beautiful.
The Shudamel phased way too early against that wing.
To be fair, they were quite staggered out. I mean, the Shudamels...
Yeah, they were staggered enough, I don't think it would have really mattered, but still. It got hit by, like, even the first torpedo anyway.
Okay, so CJ USA and Marcia sort of won that, but the moral victory of that, the meme victory...
We know who really won.
We know who really won that. The Memian line won that. On a serious note, I'm done going up against carrier fleets without any carriers of my own.
I mean, you could have put a carrier in this round.
The entire tournament's been very carrier heavy overall, I think.
Unsurprisingly.
I think we're done for today, but I'm just gonna, just for my own, like, the sanctity of my soul, I'm gonna do this again. It doesn't count, but I want to see this. I want to see this happen. I have no carriers. I'm Borkin. Well, there's someone you take it up. I thought they had a carrier.
They do have a carrier.
Which doesn't work apparently. Anyway, I'm just gonna do this again because I just want to see this happen. You know, I just want to. This is not real. This doesn't count for anything. This is just for the good of my soul. I just want to see what shenanigans this thing can get up to again.
What about a modular carrier makes it not work?
It also has no. Also, they do have no fighters.
Yeah, but you have partners who have fighters.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally the whole thing, is that you use your partner's equipment.
Yeah, but this is more of a design point for them in general, rather than specifically this tournament.
It's intentional for Borkin, though.
Is it?
That they just don't have fighters yet.
Oh! Well, this time they're not going to separate ways. They're forced to remain friends. Oh! I can't even see what's happening there. That's 3 ships! That's 3 ships! And all the armor is gone. Oh, Jesus! That's amazing! That is genuinely amazing!
5 ships go in, 1 ship comes out.
I am crying! I am crying tears of joy!
Oh, you clipped that one.
That was clip that as well, holy crap!
How could anyone rage quit from a tournament when you have
Oh
that?
my god, this is amazing! Oh my god. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh my god. Oh. Like, I don't even care about the rest of this fight anymore. I just want to keep redoing the mission and see what the enemy line comes up with. Oh, I'm gonna keep a version of this this round around just because whenever I'm feeling like sad and lonely, I'm actually gonna just put that fight on and see what that lion can do, because oh my god, oh,
That lion will keep you warm in the cold, dark nights.
definitely, that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Oh, like I'm wiping tears from my eyes. That was so great. I wasn't expecting to laugh that hard tonight. Thank you very much for everyone for night, and that was beautiful. Oh my god. Thanks for the clips as well. Generous, ignorant nightingale. I love like the clip names. They just get gluten-free, exuberant watermelon resident sleeper.
Those aren't the clip names. That's just the URL.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. The generated URLs. It's just like Giphy does them as well.
Yep.
Hopefully, at some point, we'll get something as good as something. Oh, what's it? Nippy Kind Langer. That was fantastic.
I got a ping.
A pang for you. Right. Anyway, I'm going to call the stream here, folks. I enjoyed this.
You don't want to waffle for an hour about something unrelated from the tournament again?
We were gonna watch clips, weren't we? That's true. We were gonna watch clips.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna watch clips. Screw this. We got like 15 minutes before I really want to call it. So, you know, we're gonna watch clips. Let me just bring up the. If you're just watching the VOD for what's happening with the tournament, it's over now. We're just gonna watch clips.
Yeah. If you're watching the VOD though, please make more clips.
Yeah. Let's get some clips up.
Hello, past me.
Apparently the new
Future me.
Apparently the new teams are ready as well. The brackets are up as well. We can actually go for the brackets. Let me just make sure there's nothing incriminating here. That's incriminating.
Brackets are already up. What?
Yeah, you go find those out.
I kind of need to, don't I?
Yep, and I'm gonna just quickly I think I can just do this, right? Screw it. Nothing that incriminating here. I don't think there's anything that incriminating. I did check. There's nothing that incriminating. Okay, anyway. We have here. Oh, top 7 days. Yeah.
We have an anime fight.
Oh, good. So what do we have here then? The Mimian missiles? Hang on, I need to turn the sound on so you can hear what's happening.
The word meme repeated over and over again. This is some 4D chess, I'm telling you.
Oh,
I'm unmuting the stream.
Yeah. I'm probably doing the same as well because it's going to get crazy. I'm muting that because I can't actually deal with myself talking in the background.
Oh, wow, okay.
Me, I mean not you, me. There you go. But there it is. It's beautiful. Oh, I don't think it actually hit the. Hang on, I want to see what actually happens here because they're flying. What causes the death of the elevation, though?
The Nemo line exploded.
The Mimi line
does damage.
Yes, that's true. The elevation shield was facing the wrong way. That was amazing. That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Oh, and the second one as well. The second one should still be here, which is where is the massive like fuck it, clusterfuck. Is it this one? I can't tell because they're all from the day. 18 minutes ago. I think this is the launch, isn't it? Yeah, this is the launch, which is still brilliant. But where's the cluster? Where's the massive cluster?
One of them is just named Soup Time. In your Discord chat.
Neutrino Redemption Arc, ramming speed engaged.
You'd have to refresh and you'd see more.
Yeah. Ramming speed, meme line missiles. Maybe it's that one.
Soup Time is a pretty good one.
I think
it's Soup Time.
Yep, here we go. 1, 2. Is this the one I think it is? Hopefully it is. No, I think this is still the launch. This is the launch. I can tell when it is because the event just says. This is the one that you say please start Mimi XE is the launch one, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't want the launch one. I want the huge, like, massive cluster in the middle.
Go for soup time in your chat.
I'm trying to find the damn thing. Clips.
No, in your Discord chat.
Oh, fine, Christ.
Oh my lord.
Oh, but I'm just wondering why. I'm just wondering why it's not here. It's a question.
I don't know. Just don't worry about it yet. Little figure. It'll sort itself out, I'm sure.
Soup time. I only see. I can't tell the name of the damn chat. I don't see the thing. Is it beautiful?
It's the first one Ava posted.
The first one. Okay, so let's do this one then.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's this one. Here's this one. Oh, look at that. Hang on. Is that how? Let's count the ships in that one because that's. Hang on. Let's start here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think someone else gets. I think the Argus gets joined in as well. No, another ship comes in there. It's 6 ships. One gets flung out. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Borkin frigate just kind of skids on past.
It launches the Shudamel out as well. Oh my god, that was beautiful.
The Borkin ship survived just because they phased through the damage itself.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh.
Also, the Shudamel recharge actually gets down to like 10% hit points, but it regens its health.
Yes, it
can do that.
Yeah. It's the Afokamorn Keel. Holy crap! I just realized it. And that's it. The more damage you deal in one go, the more effective that is. So yeah, you can see the effect of that. Here you go. See, I need to let's bring this up to full screen. Let's slow this down to like half speed. And here we're gonna watch this in half speed. Look at the hull points here. Like, damn, it goes almost down. It goes immediately down. It's already 25%, about a third of the way there, half back up, and it's going to end up at about 80%. Yep, about 60% then. But that is a huge recovery because it's like something like it checks 6 seconds ago after a big hit, and 6 seconds ago it was full health. So it restores a certain proportion of that, which is crazy. Oh, yeah, that's actually the best place to have that system because if you're knocked under the threshold by like a small little missile somewhere, the recovery isn't going to be great. It's designed to save against like massive barrages, which you can't get any more massive than that. To be honest, that's the entire health of a Shudamel in a single go.
I still can't get over the frigate that was launched and phased, then flew at that velocity over a bunch of Aura ships. Off screen to the north.
Whee! Thing is, like, the size of the tentacle is like it must be like dependent on speed. So when they fly, the tentacles become massive.
Yep.
Ah, that's amazing.
I mean, it's just a trail effect, really.
Yeah, it's a trail effect, but it's like because that's 3 hits there. Hang on, let's go back to the beginning again. See, it's 3. Hang on, 3 there, and another one hits there. That's 4 of them put together, and that is just. Oh my god. So much died. So much died. Oh my god. Oh, anyway.
The AI just doesn't know what's happening, the poor guys.
No. I'm going to call it here, folks. That is the Singularity Torpedo, of which the Nemean Lion had 3, and the Shudamel had 2. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call it there, folks. Thanks for joining me, Dizzy. That was great, and that was a fantastic ending as well. Hang on. Let's just quickly go over. I'm not going to open the thing. I can just quickly read out for the benefit of who's watching what the tournament is, what the matchups are for next week. Brackets. Next week is...
Round 1 is Blowthorn, DME, and Saluna with Shadowyard versus Chaos Farseer, Diable, and Naya, Foundation of Borkin.
That is anime.
That's anime fight.
That's an anime fight. Then next week there's Snash's SRA and Lightning's Metalson versus CJ, USA, Aura, and Herflex.
Mid.
And then you have DME.
Orkia with DME, not Diable. DME and Karoy with Aura versus Don C with Neutrino and Night Chase with Psy. That would be a very
does that mean
fight.
No, that is 6 Singularity Torpedoes.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's 6 Singularity Torpedoes. See you, Venetia. And then you have Nightcap's Birdie and Grimm's Low Tech versus Cum's High Tech. Wow, that's Grimm's.
Why is Low and High fighting each other a third time?
Yeah, that's rough. If
that really shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, that's bad. That's Grimm and Cums are fighting each other for the third week in a row. Okay, so I'll stop going through this and see if
grudge match of the century.
Yeah, they just keep fighting each other. Anyway, let's call it here. I think no one's even watching anymore. I'll catch you guys next time, folks.
Nobody loves us.
No. Anime Rivals. Cool.
Yep.
Thanks, Dizzy. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone who followed. Thanks for Bosco for subscribing again. Bye. I'm waving. You can't see that.